Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now I do feel like I need to do some explaining because I know I said that on the last video I would be doing a vlog for the Foodies festival that I went to. However, when it got to the day, I didn't really film as much as I thought I would. So in the end, I decided against vlogging because don't get me wrong, I do love vlogging and I do love vlogging concerts and different experiences that I have, and I just didn't think the footage I got was enough to be able to do like a substantial vlog. So I just thought, you know what, I sort of want to just enjoy myself and not worry about having to pick up the camera every few minutes, especially because I was with my friends as well. They had no obligations of being in the vlog, but yeah, I just sort of wanted to enjoy myself a bit more and sort of embrace it all. So yeah, a bit of an update. I went to the Foodies Festival in Nottingham on Saturday the 28th of June. So the Saturday just gone. Had the best day ever. Like, so much happened and something huge which I didn't really expect to happen. So I don't know if I should mention about it now. I feel like I am. So a bit of a backstory. Me and Kaylee decided to go to Foodies Festival because the Wanted 2.0, and if you guys don't know about the Wanted 2.0 and what's going on, so The Wanted are a band that I have been obsessed with since about 2012. I've been a fan from day one. I've been to see them a number of times. I've met them a few times as well. And they are just one of the best boy bands, in my opinion. And sadly, Tom Parker passed away a few years ago now in 2022. And obviously, like, Nathan's back doing his solo music and Jay's focusing on like theatre and his being an author and writing his own writing his own books, which is amazing. And Max and Siva decided they wanted to carry on sort of like the Wanted legacy, but do it as the Wanted 2.0, which is just so amazing. I could not be prouder of those boys. Like, they have done such a good job with like performing again after everything that's happened, and yeah, like, this is almost like an appreciation for them, I guess. So if by any chance the boys are watching, hi. Yeah. So I think it was a day before the festival, the boys put up on Instagram that they were going to be doing a meet and greet competition and like a VIP ticket upgrade competition for the festival. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to enter because I would do anything to reunite with them too. Like, anything. So I did. And all of my friends who I went with as well entered. And then literally, as I was on the train to the festival, well, not to the festival, but to Nottingham to stay over the night before, and the train was packed in Leeds to Nottingham, so I didn't actually get a seat. I had to sit on my bag. And yeah, somehow I managed to win. And yeah, I just had, like I said in the introduction, I had the best time. So this is going to be my review of the Foodies Festival, and like, of course, because it's me, I'm doing it in the form of a Q&A, and I have about 12 questions to get through, so obviously some might include a story, and yeah, so sit back, enjoy, and let's get on with the Q&A. So question number 1 I've sort of already answered, but oh well. What competition did I enter? So I entered to win meet and greet and a VIP upgrade for the festival. So you got obviously the meet and greet with the boys if you won, and the VIP package, which included the VIP tent with a bar, a free glass of prosecco, a toilet, which I'll get into more information about later because yeah, that was a bit not the best. And obviously, like, you got the chance to go backstage and meet them and be put on the guest list, and yeah, it was just the best. So, question number 2, how did I find out I had won? So, as I said, I was sat on the train on my bag, and because the boys had been appearing at this festival like all over the UK, I knew that they were doing the competition for every single date, and for this particular one, I knew that it would be announced like the day before. No, I think the competition was announced on the Thursday, and then the winners were announced on the Friday. And because I was travelling down on the Friday, I didn't have the best Wi-Fi, but I knew that if I got a notification to say that the Wanted 2.0 had mentioned me in their story, then I knew that, sorry, they have literally just posted as I was talking about them, that's creepy. But yeah, I got the notification that said the Wanted 2.0 mentioned me in their story. And I was just like, in that sense, I sort of knew that I'd won, but because my like internet was really, really patchy, I couldn't really check. And then I got like messages off people saying, Lucy, you've won. And I was just like, what? Like, what? I wasn't expecting it. And I remember I was like, I have to ring Kaylee because she might not have seen it either because I didn't have a message off her. And I rang her as she was getting on the coach. So she was like, you might have to ring me back in a second. And then she rang me back and I was just like, we've won the competition. Like, we're meeting them tomorrow. And I was just like in complete shock. And because I was on the train, I was trying so hard to keep calm and epically failing because obviously I just wanted that to happen so bad. So yeah, it was honestly one of the best things to find out. And as I said, it included meet and greet, you got VIP, and you got onto their guest list, which was insane. I'm literally just going to comment on their post and then I'll carry on. So yeah, apologies for this little interruption, but I've got to do it. So yeah, question number 3. How did you feel knowing you had won the competition? It felt incredible. Like, literally just felt amazing. And I just felt so happy. Like, I knew obviously meeting them I would be happy anyway, but the fact that I actually had won, because I knew we had a bit more of a chance, obviously, entering as a group. So yeah, I just thought, obviously we've got more of a chance to win. Not really expecting to win, and then getting that notification just made me so happy. And yeah, it was amazing. Really, really good day. Question number 4. who did I go to the festival with? So I went to the festival with a group of friends. Literally, two of them we had met for the very first time that day. And we were speaking to them on Instagram before, and we just literally planned to like meet up to go as a group of four rather than just two. And it was me and Kaylee, and then Phoebe and Megan, who were all absolutely incredible. I loved spending time with every single one of them, and to be able to meet the boys together and just be able to say like we've met through them and have become friends through them as well, which is just the nicest feeling ever, and just the sense of like community. And yeah, it was lovely, really nice. Question number 5. How many of you got the chance to meet Max and Siva? So I think there was us, so there was 4 of us, and then there was Chloe, her sister, and her friend. There was a girl who came all the way from Chicago, and there was also a group of like 2 other people. So there was hardly anyone there, which was great. And we like every single group got to spend like 5 minutes with them, and it was one of the most like relaxed moments ever. Like, I've had meet and greets with them before. I have never felt as relaxed as I did there. Like, it just felt so lovely and so incredible to just be back with them again, because obviously it had been like over 3 years since I'd seen them, and I was just like in my element in a way, and it was so sweet. So yeah. Question. What? Oh yeah, that's right. Question number 5, I want to say. No, question number 6. What? Question number 6, yeah, sorry. What was your favourite memory from the meet and greet? That's so hard. Oh no. Because like there was so much good things that happened in the meet and greet. Like, oh, I don't know. I think I'm gonna say, and this might come as a bit of a shock to people, but I'm gonna pick like a top 3. Yeah. I think Max's reaction to seeing me was great. Because I don't know if I should say this in case he's watching. Yeah, I'm gonna say it, you know. If he's watching, okay, that's fine, whatever. But I have been a Max girl now since the very beginning. Like, I have met him so many times, and I think out of them all, he's the one I've interacted with and met the most, to the point where he has started to recognise me, which is very odd, but also very amazing, incredible, all of the above. Yeah, and he is someone very special to me. I don't know if it's because he's a fellow Northerner, I don't know, but there's just something about him. And like when I walked up to them, and obviously Max was like first out of him and Siva, so I instantly just walked straight over to him and got the biggest smile, and he was just like, hello you, and I was just like, hi. And then like pulled me in for a really big hug, which was absolutely lovely. So I think that is like one of my favourites. But then again, I don't know what it is, but whenever I like meet them as a band, I think because I am a Max girl, I just sort of gravitate and chat a bit more with him than I do the others. And that does make me feel bad. I haven't got anything against the other members. I don't know, I find him a bit easier to chat with. So this time I was like, I sort of want to chat a bit more to Siva and like not leave him out. And we had a really good chat, like really good chat, because I don't know if it was because I'd had a few drinks, and obviously I had the free prosecco, and I literally like sent the boys a message. This is so embarrassing. Before the meet and greet, like hours before, I'd literally had one glass of prosecco, had nothing to eat, so obviously my own fault. And I sent a photo of the glass of prosecco saying, "Thank you once again, boys. This is the best," or something. I can't remember what I said. And they saw it, and then literally in the meet and greet, as I was chatting to Siva, he said, I think he said something along the lines of, "I'm glad to see you enjoyed the free alcohol." And I was like, oops. And then I told him how I'd had like, I want to say it was 3 different types of alcohol after that. 3 or 4. I think it was 3. I want to say it was 3. I don't think it was 4. But correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I don't know. And then we chatted about, I want to say we chatted about Tom. I think we did, because we chatted about butterflies, because Siva had said that they'd seen quite a few white butterflies out and about, and it was like Tom was sort of like watching over them and was still with them, which I thought was really, really lovely. And then I remembered, like, as we were leaving the hotel, I did see a white butterfly, and that was literally as we were on our way to see them. And I was just like, that's really cute. And then my favourite memory from the meet and greet, I do think had to do with the jacket that I had made, which was a green jacket, and on the back it said the Wanted 2.0, which I'd specifically got made for like that event. And I like showed it to Siva, who shouted Max over to come and look. He did. And then I can't remember what happened, but I think I gave it to him to try on, and it didn't, it did fit, but it was quite short, obviously, because it was a woman's size, not a man's. But he actually really suited it, like really suited it. So yeah, that was one of the best, and I will say it now, that was by far the best meet and greet I have ever had with them too. So yeah, it was lovely. Question number 7. What song was your favourite from the Wanted 2.0 set? I don't know. Oh, that is really hard. Oh no. Um, I think my favourite song, I think I might have to do a top 3, you know, because it's so hard to choose just one. So I'll say in at number 3 was I Found You. And I do know whenever I listen to the studio version of that song, it's not my favourite. Sorry. it just isn't. But the fact that I got my interaction with Siva on that song, like literally the funniest interaction, and the fact that Max sang Nathan's iconic high section part, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. So that was really lovely. Like just to hear Max belting out his iconic high notes. Number 2, I am going to say, I'm going to say Heart Vacancy. Now, some of you might be surprised because that is my all-time favourite track from The Wanted. It always has been my favourite. The reason, well, there's not really a reason it didn't get number 1, but I mean, number one for me is just iconic, and I know the boys might not agree with me, but who cares? But yeah, Heart Vacancy is just the cutest song ever. Like, I love it. I love hearing it live. I love seeing it live, and just like the feels I get when I see it. I love it so, so, so much. And the song that I enjoyed most on their set, it has to be Walks Like Rihanna. I don't care what the boys say. If they hate me after watching this, I apologise, but that song for me is just so iconic. It's one of my favourite pop songs they have ever released. I love the music video, I love everything about it. I love belting it out whenever I go somewhere and I listen to it. I love the song so much. And yeah, I won't ever get sick of that track, ever. So, Walks Like Rihanna, by far my favourite performance from their set. So, yeah. Sorry, not sorry. Question number 8. Who was your favourite performance throughout the day besides the Wanted 2.0? I know who I'm going to say for this. So, I have discovered a new band who are sort of like the support for the Wanted, because they were on before they were on, and they were so incredible, and they were called The Vision, and they were amazing to the point where we saw them twice, because they were on at 5, came on for a few songs, went off, and then came back on. And basically, I don't know what happened, but one of the members, I can't remember the name. No, I don't want to try remember in case I forget. But they were called The Vision, and they were very like poppy, if that's a word, I don't know. And one of their songs was called Living for the Weekend, which I have now added to my Spotify playlist. I listen to it non-stop. And after their set, because our group got so much interaction from this particular band, who we are now all obsessed with, so The Vision, by far, if you guys are watching, loved you, and please tour, because we will honestly come and see you if you do. And they literally, like, but when they came off stage, they came out into the crowd, and they came straight over to like me and my group, and they were just like, you guys were amazing, thank you for enjoying our set. And we loved them to the point that when we were backstage about to meet the Wanted, we could hear their set on stage, and we were still like dancing and singing while we were waiting for our turn with the boys, and it was so lovely. And yeah, but I also want to give a little mention to Nick Edwards, because his set was also incredible. So there were quite a few good acts on that day. Question number 9. What was the highlight of your day? Oh God, I don't know. I just think I'm gonna say, and I know that the girls are watching this, so big shout out as always to Kaylee, because we've been friends for such a long time, and I absolutely love going to concerts together and meeting like celebrities together. It's always fun. But I also want to give an honourable mention to 2 of my newest friends of the Wanted fan base. Actually, I'll give 3 people a mention because Chloe, who is Kaylee's friend, who is now, I'd say, is starting to become my friend as well because we have spoke a lot. So she's amazing. She was very, very lovely, and I did know of her from like the Wanted days, but I just never had met her before. And it was lovely that she also like won the competition, so we could like chat about that and get excited. So she was lovely. But I also want to mention Phoebe and Megan as well because them two, I think they just added something to our little group, and to get to witness them like meeting and seeing the boys, well, Megan especially, like seeing them for the first time, it was so lovely to just see their reactions and like get to meet them all together. And yeah, it was just so lovely. And I definitely think meeting new friends is what I love the most about going to concerts. And yeah, because the fact that I now have friends from all over the UK is just amazing. So yeah. Question number 10. This is where it's going to get interesting. So, what would you rate the VIP experience out of 10 and why? Put it this way, if we didn't win the competition and we would have bought the VIP package, it would have been, I think it was like over £50. And in this, you only got one free drink, you got access to the VIP tent, so you could take like food and drink into that area, and a nice toilet, which just happens to be a portaloo shoved into the corner. And I think it was classed as a nice toilet because you didn't really have to queue for it. And I mean, it was still a bog standard, pardon the pun, but bog standard portaloo. So it wasn't all that great, if you like get my gist, I guess. It was, I wouldn't have paid for that, put it that way. But it was nice to sort of have your own area because it was very hot that day. And you did also get like unlimited soft drinks like water, squash, a nice shady area. So to get that was lovely. But the fact that the toilet is really what put me off. And to say if I did go to that festival again, would I get VIP? I mean, maybe I would, I don't know. I mean, it was sort of good to be able to use the toilet without a queue because all of the other toilets were like over the other side of the field and they weren't all that great. I mean, I didn't use them, I only used the one in VIP, but would I do VIP again? What would I rate it out of 10? I think I would give it, if you didn't count the toilet and you got everything else, then I would have said I'd give it, I'd say 8 out of 10 because the area was nice, it was very relaxed, and you could just chill there and then like go get food, bring it back, go get a drink, bring it back. So in a way it was good. And the water was okay, the squash was fine if you weren't drinking, and yeah, it was nice to be able to like spend time out of the sun because it was very, very warm. So yeah, I'm not sure if I would do VIP again, if I'm honest. I think they need to have a bit of a rethink about the toilet situation because, to be honest, the amount of times I went in there and it wasn't that clean, it did sort of put me off a bit. So yeah, I don't know if I would do it again or not. Question number 11, so the penultimate question. Can you tell us what you ate and drank and what the prices were like? So again, because it was so hot, I did eat. Of course I did, because I would have been an absolute mess if I wouldn't have eaten. So I had some chicken gyozas, which were very, very expensive. For 7 gyozas and a drink, it was like £12. And I was a bit like, that's a bit steep. So yeah, I wasn't the very best pleased with that. They were nice. The food quality and portion sizes were okay. Portion sizes were okay, but price wise, some of it was a bit expensive, I will say that. The drinks, I loved the drinks, obviously. The free Prosecco was lovely. And I especially loved the Poppy's pineapple stand, because you got a cocktail or a smoothie. You could get a smoothie as well, but obviously I'm a cocktail girl through and through. And you could get a cocktail in a pineapple. Like, as soon as we got them and took them back to the VIP tent, everyone was asking us, where did you get them from? And we were like, you need to go and see that tent over there, because they are just amazing. So you paid, I got me and Kaylee one, and then I went back when I'd finished and got myself a refill, because you could get a refill for £10. I think they were about £12 each, and then refills were £10. The cocktails were amazing. That is by far my favourite strawberry daiquiri I've ever had. It was incredible. And then I also had a frozen cocktail of a Vimto daiquiri, I think it was, which was amazing. The fact that it was ice was just so nice, because it was cold. Like, the weather was really hot, so to have a cold drink was lovely. It did melt very fast because of the weather, so yeah, keep that in mind if you're going. But yeah, I mean, the prices of drinks weren't too bad, because I guess at a festival that's the price you would pay for a drink anyway, so I didn't begrudge the drinks prices. The gyozas were very expensive, so bear that in mind. But what I had after I met the Wanted were a portion of masala fries and a drink for £7, which I don't think was that expensive for what you got. I was like, okay, that's pretty reasonable if you ask me. So yeah, they were very, very nice, very hot, very flavourful, and yeah, loved them. And then the final question, would you attend Foodies Festival again? You know what? Yes, I would. I know we did pay to have the pit and entry to the actual festival, which I think entry to the festival was £20, and entry to the pit as a separate ticket was 25, I want to say. And it was really good. Like, and I think because we got that added experience of winning the competition, it added to the day for me. Like, just leading up with all the excitement that we had about seeing them too, it made the day even more better by seeing them. So yeah, I loved it, and I do think I would go again. But anyway, guys, that was today's video. I honestly really hope you all enjoyed it. Now, I don't know when I'll get around to filming another video, just because next week I don't have a lot of days of work. So I don't actually know when I'll be filming again, and obviously the week after, if you have kept up with my YouTube schedule, that is the day that I'll be picking Mabel up and bringing her home. So I don't really think I'll be filming a video again until, well, I'll probably do like a Darren Brown related video because I am seeing him very, very soon. In like, I think it's 18 days. It's 2 weeks on Tuesday, I know that. So yeah, very excited about that. And at some point I will do like a puppy video. I mean, I might vlog going to pick her up and things because I do think it would be quite a nice video to do. So if you guys do want me to if you do want me to do that video, please let me know because I'd be happy to do it. So yeah, but anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please do not forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all very, very soon with more content. But for now, this is Redhead Boo signing off. Bye!